Hi guys, so we are doing deductive reasoning today. If you were at school, you could have done the warm-up with us. If you aren't, you can open up the warm-up and go ahead and do that for some extra practice on biconditional statements. So if you're going to do that, you need to write the converse of the given conditional first. And then if if both those statements are true, the conditional and the converse, then you can write the biconditional using the if and only if. If one of them is false, give a counterexample. So for example, the first one says, if you are in 9th grade, then you are a freshman. The converse would be, if you are a freshman, then you are in 9th grade. That converse is false because you can be a freshman in college as well. So that's the concept for that warm-up. It's really good practice for biconditionals, which was Friday's lesson. So make sure that you understand that, and if you want the extra practice, go ahead and do that. So by the end of the day or period today, you guys will be able to identify the law of detachment and the law of syllogism and make conclusions by using deductive reasoning. So deductive reasoning is sometimes called logical reasoning, and it is the process of reasoning logically from given statements or facts to a conclusion. I will use deductive reasoning and logical reasoning interchangeably, so make sure you know that both of those mean the same thing. The law of detachment is if the hypothesis of a true conditional is true, then the conclusion is true. So with both of these laws, order is important. So, for example, this first one, if a triangle is a right triangle, so, if then, so this is my hypothesis, then it has one 90-degree angle. That's my conclusion. So I'm looking at this next one then. Triangle is a right triangle is my first part, the hypothesis. So triangle ABC is a right triangle. Then the next part, it has one 90-degree angle. So it has one 90-degree angle. Because both of these, this is my P, this is my Q, have the same setup, and they have what did I want to write up here? The second, what did I write? The second statement matches the first. So if you look at number 1, my statements match, so that means that it is valid. Okay, my P starts, which is triangle is a right triangle, then I have my Q, which is 90-degree angle. My second sentence said exactly the same thing, just in a different way, or using different words, but my P was still a right triangle, my Q was still a 90-degree angle, so it's valid. For number 2, if it is Monday, then school starts at 9:05. So it helps to write the P then Q, because then you guys can figure out easier if it is valid or not. The next one, school starts at 9:05. In the original statement, that was my Q. It is Monday was my P. So because these are different, this is invalid or not valid, and it's because it's the incorrect order. For number 3, if x equals 4, so that's my P, then x is an even number, so that's my Q. The next statement, x equals 4, so x is an even number, which is my Q. Because both those are in the same order, this is valid. If Sally does her homework, that's my P, then she will get an A, that's my Q. Sally got an A, that's my Q, so she passed her test, which would be an R, which is just a second statement. So, or a second conclusion. So because the order is not there, this is invalid. Because it's incorrect order. And this part here, she also passed her test, has nothing to do with that first statement. So you could also say, you know, doesn't relate. Sorry, that's really small. Okay, so if it is raining outside, then the game is canceled. If it is raining outside, the conclusion would be the game is canceled. For number 6, if today is December 25th, which would be my P, then today is Christmas Day. Today is December 25th, which would be my P, so then the conclusion would be today is Christmas. If I'm late for the bus, P, then I have to walk to school, Q. I walk to school, so this would be not possible because it's in the incorrect order. If I mow the lawn, then I will make $5. I wash the dishes. This has nothing to do with the first two statements, so this is not possible. You could say incorrect order, or you could say doesn't relate. Okay, so the law of syllogism. Pay attention to this over here. If P then Q is true, and Q then R is true, then P then R is true. So R is a second conclusion slash statement. So it's just like another part of a sentence that's being added in. So if you look at our examples here, if it is July, then you are on summer vacation. So then we go Q, then R. If you are on summer vacation, then you work at a smoothie shop. That's my second conclusion that's being added in. And then you conclude, if it is July, then you work at a smoothie shop. I'm taking my original hypothesis and then adding in my second conclusion that's being made. Order does matter here again. It is important for both of these. Very important. Okay, so if I do my chores, then I can watch TV. And again, it helps to write down which part of this is. If I can watch TV, then I will be in the loop. If I did my chores, so I will be in the loop. So because we have P then Q, Q then R, P then R, this is valid. If I go to bed early, then I will be well rested. If I am well rested, then I will stay awake in class. I stayed awake in class, so I went to bed early. P then Q, Q then R, but then I have R then P, which is not correct. So it's not valid because it is the incorrect order. If Juan drives to school, then he can pick up Judy. If Juan picks up Judy, then she will bring him food. If Juan drives to school, then Judy will bring him food. So P then Q, Q then R, P then R. So this is valid. If today is Friday, P, then I will make supper, Q. If I make supper, Q, then I don't have to do the dishes. Today is not Friday, so I will have to do the dishes. This is not valid because it's not the correct tense. Or it's incorrect negatives, or, you know, you're being negative when we should be positive because they're talking about it is Friday. This is saying it's not Friday. So let's practice. If it is raining outside, then I will get a ride to school. If I get a ride to school, then I can sleep in. So, whoops. So, because I have, why is that not erasing? This is R. So, we can have if It is raining. It's raining. Oh my gosh, why can I not? If it's raining outside, then I can sleep in. If the football team wins tonight, we can go out for pizza. If my football team loses, then we will all go home alone. This does not have the correct format. You have P then Q, and then you're going with a totally different topic there about losing instead of winning. So this is not possible. First of all, because it's the incorrect order. And second of all, because the two don't relate. Yes, they're both talking about football and winning or losing, but if you're talking about winning, you have to still have winning in the next statement there. Or, it should be, if the football team wins tonight, we can go out for pizza. If we go out for pizza, then something like that would have to make sense. Do the homework that is attached on Canvas, the 2.4 homework. It shouldn't take you that long. All you need to do is upload your notes, please, that you followed along here with, and then also upload your homework. Have a good day, guys.